Hey y'all, so I was just sitting here thinking and just figured I would share something that was on my heart. Just because something is not your ministry does not mean that the other people who operate in it are wrong and you are right. In fact, you can both be right doing different things. If your ministry is to reach a certain group of people, because other people are not reaching that group does not mean they're wrong. They could simply be called to minister to a different group. We have different callings for a reason. And the way a body functions is that it supports itself. It doesn't attack itself. If a leg were to tell a liver that it was wrong and that it was horrible because it couldn't run or support the weight of a body, the liver would fail. And if the liver failed, then guess what? The body dies. So just because someone does something differently does not mean they're wrong. They're just different. And that's okay. In fact, it's a good thing because they're doing things that you can't do. And you're doing things they can't do. A liver cannot do what an eye does, and an ear cannot do what the stomach does. But without the liver, the rest of the body fails. Without the eyes, the rest of the body can't see. Without the mouth, the rest of the body will not be nourished and fed. Without the legs, the rest of the body will not get to where it needs to go. So my point in all of this is just because someone's ministry is different than yours does not mean they're wrong. Just means they're carrying out a different function. So rather than telling them that they are wrong for reaching the Gentiles or they are wrong for reaching the Jews, encourage them and be like, yes, go you, because I couldn't do that. And the body and the kingdom need you. So get her done, Anyway, I was just thinking about that. And so I thought that I would share. I love y'all, and I hope y'all have an amazing 2020. And just a disclaimer, because I don't want to hear anybody saying, well, but you said that we all just have different purposes. I'm not referring to people out here doing foolish things. I'm not referring to people walking in willful sin and saying like, oh, it's just part of my journey, even though I know what I'm engaging in is willful sin and is hurting me and all the people around me. This is just what I feel called to do. Okay, that's a little different. That's a lot different. That's completely different. So no, I'm not referring to that. And there's definitely stuff that people engage in and do that is definitely not of the Lord. And there is stuff that maybe somebody doesn't speak on it, but it is still a truth that they know, but it's not necessarily something they're declaring every day in their ministry. And that is okay. But what's different is discouraging other people who are actually walking out the will of the Lord in their lives. Which is different than walking in deception or willful sin. Just a disclaimer, just putting that out there because I did not want anyone to take my words and be like, but you said, without clarifying. Anyway, love you guys.